What's up, guys? Oh my goodness. What's up, guys? Happy Friday. Today we're going to be going over the plays that happened this week. I encourage you guys to send in charts that way we can go ahead and go over that. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. I see Fig already dropped in a trademark up, so let's go ahead and pull that up. You guys can see this, right? Awesome. I like that you have the line chart out. This is pretty sick. So this is a play. I'm guessing you're showing off right now. This is a play that had happened that you caught, but this is pretty nice. This is lit. Let me see. Where's my annotate? All right. We can definitely see that market was consolidating in this area here. That's pretty clear to see, right, guys? And when you see this, guys, don't be afraid to mark it up. Especially when we're looking for buys. If you're looking for the market to hit a specific zone and start reversing and go back up, you guys want to mark that up because as soon as we go ahead and we go ahead and sweep that liquidity, right? The banks come in, they take the money that was in this section and then immediately reverse. Guys, that should tell you something right away, right? So he has his shoulder marked up, and that did its thing. Not only that, it gave you a confirmation trade, right? So if this was your entry, right, your shoulder entry, boom, this is your stop loss. Notice when it's coming down, we focus on the same thing over and over again, right? Boom. Notice when it comes back down, where do we see our breaker structures? We see a breaker structure here, we see a breaker structure here, and we see a breaker structure here. Guys, once the market gave you that change of character right here, it's go time. You may have taken a test trade right here in this area with a low lot, but as soon as market gives you this right here, let's go ahead and start looking for another setup so we can start entering with the heavier lot that fits our trading account. That 1% trade. This right here, guys, your 1%er could have been right here, and then the market's gone. Right? Does that make sense? This is a clean setup. Um, Good job, Fig. I hope you caught that. I know you caught that. What am I talking about, bro? That's good stuff, though, bro. Yes, sir. I know it. I knew that shit, bro. I knew it. You a vet now. Does anybody have any other charts you guys want to send in? Go ahead, send them in, guys. I encourage the chart sending. I encourage that every day. I just want to go ahead and lock in the head and shoulder structure for you guys. Right, but let's go to gold. I'm looking at gold. Okay, I see Shawnee got one in. Let's go ahead and look at some Shawnee's play real quick. Not Shawnee, I'm sorry, Sonia. Um, let's see. Let's look at this. Let's look at this. GBP AUD. You know what's funny about GBP AUD? I like its structure. Like it can look kind of ugly, but low key it be respected. It be respected. Let's see. So can I zoom in on this? No. Okay. GBP AUD 2 hour time frame. Let's go over here real quick. Oh my goodness, that brightness. That's crazy. Um, GBP AUD. Where's she at? GBP AUD. It's not even in here. Or am I tripping? What? That's crazy. GBP AUD. All right, it is what it is. Let's go ahead. We'll go over here and we're gonna go on BJ's trading view. Let's go ahead and see what's up. I'm gonna go ahead and add some stuff to his list. Let's see if he notices. That was GBP AUD, right? Let me see. GBP AUD, yeah. GBP AUD. Anytime I look up charts, guys, on TradingView, I always like to look at FXCM. Just from my experience, this has matched my broker. Any one of my brokers that I've ever used, whether it was, Prosperity, FX Sway, whatever the case. this is always lined up as best as like as close as possible to the numbers, right? So I like to look at FXM. All right, what time frame? That was the 2 hour you said. So let's go ahead and fix this page up. All right, so you have buys way down here. Give me a second. You have buys way down here. Let's see. Is it this right here? This area, this tiny. You're on the 4 hour. Oh, you can't see it. Give me a second. Okay. All right. Circle it. Where are we at? Where's your entry at? Can you annotate? All right. Oh, is it this shoulder right here? Is it the shoulder or is it a starting point? Is it that? No. Yes, no, maybe so. SP, I believe. All right. So the only starting point that I see is right here. It looks like that was taken, but we can leave that because we also have an inverted right here as well, right? We have market sweep these lows. So notice, guys, we have consolidation chilling, right? Support. Market sweeps that, and then right away we go ahead and reverse, and market's just gone, like it's out of here, right? So that's something that we have to go ahead and eyeball, right? Let's turn this to blue, and then we'll grab another one. Oops, the heck, what happened there? Turn that to blue, and then we'll go ahead and grab another one, and this will be my shoulder. All right. Let's see what's up. What's good? No, it's yours. All right. The market is right here right now. So let's go and take a look. Go back to the 4 hour time frame. Why did the market reject off of this area and started heading back up? There's one thing, there's two things that I'm looking at right here. Right. So the market rejected off of this area. I'm going to look left. Right. I need to go look over here and see what the market rejected off of. Right. So let's just put a line right there. Oops. Right there. So this is what I'm seeing. Yep, exactly. So this is what I see right here. Notice how the market bounced off of this area, right? Easy structure right here. BOS to the upside. Try to get in there a little bit. BOS to the upside. We get higher high, higher low, break a structure with the breakout rally. So that's pretty solid breakout rally. So we have that right there. Let's go ahead and make that blue. Not only that, I believe that rally, does this break these highs right here? If it did, that would be like super fire. No, it doesn't. But it's okay, right? Because I'm pretty sure on the higher, if we go one more time frame up, this whole thing will probably just be a couple blue candles. So let's go to the daily. Where are we at? Where are we at? Yeah, so this whole thing is a rally. Oh, not only that, look at so this area right here is actually a starting point too. So I'm just gonna widen that out right there. This is a daily starting point. So that's pretty fire, right? But not only that, not only do we have a starting point right here in this area, guys, on that 4 hour time frame, look at the structure that we had. Right? Look at the structure that we had right here, guys. Notice how we have all this consolidation, market drops, and then we reverse. Now, this is the daily slash weekly setup, right? Look at this, guys. You're not really gonna see this or even like think of that as something because it's huge, right? And it doesn't really look the cleanest, but it definitely is, right? We definitely sweep, market sweeps these, and then we reverse, right? So if with that being said, if we took a box from this area, we probably get some rejection. Oh, it barely missed that, bro. Barely missed. So I would have had these two boxes marked up just like this for double confirmation. right? So now that it was rejecting off of my starting point, let's go ahead and see if we could have taken a buy off that area. Well, on the 4 hour, we still need for the break of structure or the change of character to happen right here. Lower low, lower high, right? Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Yes. So we would need this change of character to happen right here. Once we get to this change of character, we can start looking for some more potential buys. Because you guys got to think about, like, don't get me wrong, like I do get you, so like we do want to come down here as well, but you have to think about it in like a big, how do I say it, like the bank perspective on discounted price, right? If this is continuing trend, the market started here. Let's go this way. What the heck? Okay, right. The market started here, and the prices drove up. So you guys got to think about it. We're already in 79% discounted price, right? This bluish line here, this is 80, that's the 88.6 line, right? That's 88% discounted price. So this right here is where a lot of the institutions are buying at. Now we can already see that, they did their job, right? So we always want to go lower, but this is exactly why we mark up our zones, right? Because I do feel you. I want a market to come down here and give me a way better price as well. And if you weren't looking to buy here, it's okay, but we have to mark up, right? Mark up your break of structures and then mark up your change of character, because as soon as we get this change of character here, that tells us we can start looking for some buys. So let's just start, find your starting point, find your right shoulder, and we can go ahead and take those buys to continue up higher. Does that make sense, guys? Let me know. And we barely missed that daily/weekly shoulder. So when I look at this, I gotta think, well, that may have been a missed entry, and it happens. So, if I didn't get into that, then this is literally what I have to wait for next, right? And it is what it is. It sucks, but hey, we're disciplined, and that's what we do, right? If it was that easy, everybody would be trading every single day. Yeah, what do you want me to go over exactly, Javi?
It's just kind of like the whole breakdown why you would take the down one instead of the lower bottom.
Okay, so let's just rewind real quick. So there's a 4 hour starting point right here. If I zoom in, right, we have higher high, higher low, and then this last selling candle gives us some massive, massive bullish move. So that right there already lets me know, like, my eyes are drawn to this area, and this right here is my starting point, along with a big, big, big head and shoulder, right? So when I look at the structure, it's not always going to be super clean like we think it is, like that, right? Sometimes it looks super, super ugly, and sometimes it makes a head and shoulder before the inverted consolidation, may sweep it and then drops down lower, and then we go ahead and reverse it, right? So when that happens, this area right here becomes my left shoulder, right? Yes, we swept it, and we may have been looking for sales, but as soon as those buys or those sales get violated, we're not looking for buys, and then everything flips from head and shoulder to inverted head and shoulder, right? So you can see we had a possible sell right here, right? And it obviously just got totally disrespected. And now we flip from head and shoulder to inverted. And now this would be my shoulder. So we would have left shoulder, head, right? All of this is my head. All this consolidation, this is my head. And then we go ahead and we change character, right? So I also have to keep in mind that this is a specific zone for the daily/weekly. I do see a head and shoulder down here on the 4 hour, right? 4 hour structure is giving me little head and shoulder vibes down here as well. So I do have to also keep in mind of that. But just because I want it to come down here doesn't mean that it will. So I have to look at different time frames to give me a better bias, right? So not only that, if I pull the fib out and think about it as a discounted price from this low to this high, right? Think about it as if let's just say this is zero and the price went from zero to $100, right? Let's see if we can make this a bit bolder. Awesome. So from $0 to $100, right? Notice 62. That's 62% discount, right? The market came back and gave you a discounted price. So we're at 62% discount. Notice how, okay, they accepted that and drove price a little higher. But we also know that there still is incentive to come down lower. They drop down lower and they give you that 79% discount slash, almost 88% discount. This right here, guys, that's the sweet spot that everybody loves, right? That 7.9 and that 8.86. I like to keep those things blue so I could see those things. Is it the regular 7.9? All right. Boom. So that right there is the sweet spot for those banks. They love this area, that 7.9 and 8.86. So that just gives me more confirmation that this area is some good buy zone, right? So I may not, because again, I always want lower, right? I'm always gonna want lower to give myself a better risk to reward and things like that. So even if I do want this, guys, I still have to keep in mind the banks can literally hop in at any time from the top of this blue box to the bottom of this gray box, right? Because at the end of the day, this low is my stop loss. So from this whole area, the banks can come in and press buy whenever. Does that make sense? So even though I want to buy super low down here, even though I want to buy super low down here, I still have to keep in mind that we are already at a super, super good discounted price for the banks, and they can literally press buy whenever. Does that make sense, guys? So let's just say I missed it, right? I don't trade this pair anyways, but let's just say I missed it and that's the move, right? We can see that the banks have came in. Well, I may have missed it because I wanted lower, but as soon as we break and close above and we can hold for a little bit, oh, even better, bro. Because as soon as we get this drop down, we get into that right shoulder and then we make another inverted, letting us know we can just continue with that bullish move. Does that make sense, guys?
Right.
Yeah, no worries. So this was a pretty good move. If you're paying attention to this, this is pretty fire. I think even the sell was pretty decent. Let's look at that. That was probably like a daily play. Oh, for sure. I noticed a lot of AUD plays, like they love the daily zones. They love them. Right. This would be like your daily zone. That's a big ass shoulder, to be honest. Like it's just super huge. And if you go to the 4 hour, you want to minimize that, right? You want to shrink that up as short as you can. But you miss that play and it ends up dropping in your favor. I've just noticed a lot of AUDs and CHFs. They love those daily zones where they'll look like that. They'll enter and then they'll just drop. But yeah, that's just something that I picked up on. Can you explain how to use the fib looking for sells, then buys, still not understanding where to draw the fib? Okay, cool. Yeah, we can go over that. That's a good question.
That Fibs orange, and then that 886 is Mike's.
Yeah.
That's a good mine, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when it comes to the fib, guys, whether it's inverted or a starting point, right? Let's just go with the starting point setup, and the market gives you a breakout, right? We have a higher high in this section, and we get a break of structure to the upside, giving us the bullish BOS, letting us know we could continue looking for more buys, right? Give me a one if that makes sense, right? Once we get that bullish BOS, we're looking for more buys, right? So what do? When we're able to see that bullish break of structure, we identify the bullish rally, right? The rally breakout, and we follow that breakout back down to the last selling candle, right? That started the breakout. So we'll just put a box right here, and this will be our starting point. Now, let's see, right? And this is obviously looking for the starting point, but how to use the fib. Now, I want to put the start, like when I put this fib down, I want to put it at the low that started this massive move, right? I want to put it at the low that started the massive move. So I'm gonna put it from this low. And when the market starts to pull back and turn around, that's where I'm gonna go ahead and finish it. So from the start to finish. Make sense? From start to finish. Now, the top three numbers, we got these from Oren when we first started with him. And then once we started understanding levels and with Oren, we started tapping in with Mike with smart money, and we understood that they're using the same fib levels except for one, and it was the 886. Mike uses the 886 in his fibs, and Oren didn't, but the rest were the same. So we just went in and added that 886 in there, right? So just to let you guys know, so you guys can go ahead and take a screenshot of the fib numbers real quick.
So the ones I use those.
Yeah, I use these are the most simple fibs, guys. Take a screenshot of those, and I'll break down to what these top boxes are as well, right? But yeah, so pretty much from this area, guys, from the start of this top line down to here, we're pretty much looking for entries, right? So we're looking for buys in this area, whether it's the starting point of your 886 area, right? We're looking for buys. Now, obviously, we want to go 1 to 3 minimum, right? But the thing is about these fibs is this area right here is for targets as well, right? So once we break and close above, our first target, which was our main 1 to 3 target, right? Once we break and close above this, if we can hold some of our trade, right, partial out most of it, hold a piece of it, we can go ahead and hold that to here. And this is where we want to exit out. Does that make sense, guys? Let me know. Let me know. If you have any questions, ask them right now.
I do have, but it's not really big though.
Okay.
I got a film. Sorry. Show them in person or not in person, in actual charts, because right there they might think it's like the bottom, like the height of the low, but show them like the actual example of where it starts. Like show them in a live chart where you would run it. The example looks like it's just support and resistance that you're running it.
Okay, got you. So just like this right here, right? We can see we had a shift in price. We see we have consolidation, higher high, market starts to do its thing, creates a higher low. We break and close above, giving us a break of structure, and then we change character. So this is the head and shoulder setup. Right now, from this is the start of the move that gave us the low, right? So I'm gonna start here and finish here, right? So if I pull this over, I guess I could just leave it there. Let's actually move this real quick so we could investigate with our eyes, right? Notice, guys, we have a break of structure here, and then we change character. So what do we have? We have a breakout rally, right? Literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 black candles. And this last buying candle is my starting point. Not only that, I have a shoulder right here. Not only that, if I put my fib down, look at where that 886 area lies. Right there. Boom, Mark. Look at that snipe, bro. You should already be in from the starting point if you chose to, right? But just to triple confirm, they gave you the shoulder and then sniped the 886. So no matter where you got in, you could have been in here with your stop loss at the high, right? My stop loss will always be the high, guys. It is what it is. This looks like a giant ass stop loss, and it is, but hey, it is what it is, right? 1 to 3, it gave it to you. Now look, where's my target at? My target is way down here. Let's see if it gave it to us. right? Because we could have partialed right here. As soon as market gives me my 1 to 3, I can go ahead and partial out like 75% of my setup, 85, 80%, and leave 0.20% to run. Boom. What's going on? What's going on? It literally missed it and then came right back for more. But look, you know what we could have done? We should have already been out of this trade, right? But you know what we could have done? Brand new setup. Brand new setup. Boom. Break a structure. Break a structure. Change of character, right, guys? Nothing changes. We're just going to do the same thing again. So we'll delete this and delete this to stay fresh. Nothing changes. Let's just do it again. Where's my breakout rally? Well, we can see my breakout rally happen right here. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boom. That's the blue candle. That's the starting point. Boom. My shoulder. My shoulder is right here. This is my left shoulder. Now, if I pull out the fib, the start of the move happened here. Start of the move. Where does it pull back and come back for me? Right here. I'm going to go ahead and draw my 886. Could have came back for more, baby. Came back for more. And then market literally came back to the 886 and dropped. But to be honest, I mean, that's already a winning trade, even if it did miss your 886, right? So like, it shouldn't be like, oh, it missed it. Like, you should already been from the head, shoulder. Head and shoulder, already a win. 1 to 3, already a win. Right? That just came back to give you an extra entry. Said, well, yeah, thank you, bro. I'll take that. You know, I'll take that, baby. Does that make sense, guys?
They're fired.
You can honestly trade fibs and you will be okay. But obviously, I'm teaching you how to find specific zones in the market, and then you could just layer them on top. You're gonna see most of the time, guys, we have triple confirmation on a lot of these plays. They're literally just layered up right on top of each other.
On the GA pair too.
I know that's on GA, bro. You could be smacking. I mean, don't get me wrong. This is probably like 20 pips, you know. No, that's 300 pips, and it's all about leverage at the end of the day. I mean, a standard with 300 pips is 3,000, so that's fine with me. You know, that's fine.
Even a 1 or 2, Nancy always said that's a good place to be at.
For sure, for sure,
1, 2, 1, 2.
for sure.
Yeah,
And what's up?
I did have a question.
Okay, what's up? What's up?
So I see that you draw a lot of daily and weekly zones. Like, what is it that you're basing it of the drawing?
So you're asking, you see me mark up a lot on the daily and weekly.
Well, like the actual daily and weekly zones you mentioned about it. So how is it that you determine that's your zone?
So just going over repetition with what we've been studying, right? So let's just clear up the chart real quick. Remove. Damn, I have to draw. Drew 37, couple minutes, man. Shoot. Well, where are we at? So just going off of everything that we learned, right? And the thing is, you have to know structure and you have to understand the basics of the structure, right? So look at where the market is going right now. Would you say we're uptrending or we're downtrending with GBP AUD in this section? And again, we're on the weekly time frame, right? We're on the weekly time frame. So in this area, guys, what do you think? Are we uptrending or downtrending?
Okay.
Uptrending, right? So let's just go with this play here. I mean, I think we missed it, but I mean, it is what it is, right? We don't catch them all. Right? Notice what we got right here. Does this break structure up above? No, it doesn't. So inverted play. Market consolidates. Market consolidates. So this is the weekly, right? Market sweeps liquidity, and then right away, wastes no time, we change character, right? So let's go ahead and mark that up. We break structure to the downside. We change character. Now, this is our breakout rally to the upside, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blue candles. Where's my last selling candle? Right here. Boom. Does that make sense, bro?
Yeah.
I'm just, no matter the time frame, same thing, right? So don't get confused. It's whether it's the 1 month, that's to 12 month, which is obviously the year, 6 month, 2 week, 3 day, 18 hour, 4 hour, 15 second. We're looking for the same thing. Higher highs, higher lows, breakouts, and just find your last selling candle or the last buying candle that gave you that rally breakout. No matter the time frame, right? So we keep everything the same, guys. Not only that, my shoulder. We know that the liquidity sweep, that's my shoulder. Double snipe, right? Double snipe. Now, if I pull out the fib from the start of the move to the finish of that pullback. Now, it didn't hit the 886, but guys, it's not always going to go down that low to the 886. You have to understand, this is why we have these top blinds, because once it's in that 62, understand it's in that 62% discounted price. That's already good enough for the banks. Does that make sense, guys? Like, don't get me wrong, we can always want the lower area. We should always want the lower area, but it doesn't mean that they are going to give it to us. It doesn't, right? Even with it looking like it can actually come lower. That looks like equal lows, right? And look at what we have here. We have equal lows with another breakout, right? Look at it, break a structure to the upside. So let's delete this. Breakout rally right here, right? Breakout rally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My starting point, my brand new starting point is right here. Right? This shoulder is pretty much done. I'm gonna delete that to keep everything clear. But we still have that 886 in that area. So look, market's coming down right now. It looks like it's rejecting off that area. But if it does come lower, we still have this 886 area. And look, technically we would still be in bullish market still because we're freaking trending still, you know? I mean, technically these are equal highs. So, I mean, we do clear a little bit, but we still haven't changed character on by any means. Technically, the change of character right now is right here. Higher.
You can entry in that blue box and the yellow box.
I either test trade them or I just wait. And since this has the equal low, I'm most likely waiting on this one. I'm waiting for either the reversal to happen off of it. Right. So I'm not in yet. I'm not in yet. Boom. I'll look to get in. And if I don't get that right here, then I'm in right at this yellow zone.
You're waiting for the confirmation up on both?
Yes. For sure, for sure. I'm always down to test trade zones, but with equal lows like this, I'd rather preserve a little bit and just wait for the confirmation. Even if my test trade is like 20, 50 bucks a loss, I would rather just save that loss, you know? So once I see something like this, it's in my zone, I'm waiting for this to happen. And then I'll get in right here and take my opportunity and see if we can shoot the market back up. But if it doesn't give that, then hey, that's okay. It wasn't the zone. Yeah, it wasn't the zone for me, right? Obviously, we knew that with the equal lows. We'll just wait for this one. And obviously, this is a way better opportunity. We're right at this low with a way better risk to reward. I would not mind taking some test trades and then waiting for that confirmation so we can send it back up. But I like this, even though we do have a little sweep of that liquidity here. I do like this because when I see this, guys, and we're trending, I like to think of this whole thing as a liquidity. This whole area right here. Especially when we're in bullish trend. Oh man, this whole thing is liquidity to me. Right here, it's just equal highs. Until we change character and we break and close below, then we're still in that bullish trend. So I'm not getting confused. This right here is just equal highs to me. I would still love to see if we can, take some opportunities and ride that buy back up and clear this. But yeah. Does that make sense, bro?
It does.
All right, cool. Yep. Silver. Yo, man, if you guys didn't pay attention to silver, this is the only trade you could have focused on that I sent out because I don't really send out much, to be honest. I'm very picky with the plays that I've been taking a lot lately. And this I've called this out like 2 months ago, a month or two ago. And if you guys are holding, or if you guys took opportunities here, man, you guys came up. Easy setup. 2 candle rally breakout. Where's my last selling candle? Right here. Boom. Starting point, right? Now look, where's the start of the move? The start of the move happened here. Where do I need to finish? Right here. Where's that 886 zone? Boom. Now, if I drop a time frame, look at guys, this is a pullback, right? And this is the secret sauce that I want to explain and break down to you guys. I'm trying to implement this, and I want you guys to get this, right? But notice this is a higher high, and I want to see structure inside of this pullback. Notice, guys, this pullback right here, it literally looks like a line, right? It literally looks like a line. There is no structure. I want to see structure in here. I want to see structure in there, right? So let's go ahead, drop back down to a lower time frame real quick. Let's go to the daily. Boom. One time frame. If I change it, we can see it. Let's just move this real quick. Right? You guys can see it on that daily time frame. It was higher high, higher low, gone. But on the daily, it's okay, a little bit of consolidation, drop, a little bit of consolidation, drop, and then we're gone. Right? So I want to see that. Now, if we go back to the candles, where is my BOS? My BOS happened here, and my change of character happened right here. My shoulder for that move and my stop loss is at this low. Boom. Triple confirmation, literally right on top of each other. Right on top of each other. Not only that, it gave you the move right over again. Should I break it down? Guys, in my opinion, bro, this is just my opinion, guys. I would rather wait on the higher time frames, because look at this. As soon as we get the breakout, how many days did it come? How many days did it take for you to get an entry? 84 days. Guys, you know how many pounds I could lose in 84 days, baby? How much muscle mass I can gain in 84 days? I could finish Think or Grow Rich in 84 days. I could finish The Disciplined Trader in 84 days. There's a lot. You can watch 84 days. You can watch 84 go lives, bro. Literally, you can study for 84 days and prepare yourself for this entry. Think about that. You see the entry and you have 84 days. I mean, you don't know technically, but you can be preparing yourself every day. So once price comes back in here, you have an edge. You feel confident. You've been studying for 84 days straight. You feel me, guys? And look, happens over again. What do we do, guys? It's all about repetition. Same thing. We look for the same thing, different time frames. It does not matter. This trade was a win. Awesome. Cool. Now let's dive in. We know we wanted to buy in this area, right? I'm just going to put this right here. We know we wanted to buy in that area. Now look, same thing happens again. Break a structure. Oops. Break a structure. Break a structure. Now, this is where we get that change of character. Okay, cool. Now look at this. We got our breakout rally right here. Guys, 3 candle breakout rally, right? Where's my starting point? Right here in this area. Boom. Where's my left shoulder, guys? Right there. No, don't let me pull out the fib. The start of the move. When it finished, it didn't hit that 886 area, but it came into that discounted price. Sometimes, guys, depending on that 886, it may be a little lower than your starting point and the head and shoulder, or in your shoulder. So just keep in mind, it doesn't always have to head down that low. So if you're waiting for confirmation, you're literally just jumping down to a lower time frame, and now you're just waiting for this. You're waiting for this to happen. Oh my God, I'm gonna draw this over here. You're just waiting for this. Boom. I'm waiting for this to happen. Even if it doesn't hit that 886, because as soon as we reverse and we get this, I shouldn't be thinking 886. I should be thinking continuation now. Let's start going now. The bank told me, look, this was a pretty good enough discounted price. We're out of here, with or without you. Make sense, guys? Let's see if we can actually dissect and see if we could have caught a move right there. This one was a bit sketchier. It isn't as clean, to be honest. This would be one of those aggressive plays, but honestly, the market isn't as clean, right? Let's just clean this up a little bit. The market isn't as clean, but if you know what you're looking at, you could be a bit aggressive, right? Check me out. Notice how we have the break of structure. That's the very last break of structure, right? Break of structure here, break of structure here. Very last break of structure. And as soon as we change character, oops, where's the lowest low in that area? Right here. Now, technically, my shoulder should be here, and my starting point should be here, right? And this is why I personally don't sell or buy after starting point violations, because I want to see the actual low be violated. Because I've seen plenty of times where, okay, we're looking to buy here because the starting point, it disrespects. Now people want to sell it, but we haven't broken that low. We haven't broken the stop loss, right? So just keep that in mind, guys. I know that's what Orin teaches. And if that's what you're following, do what you do. Make sure you back test, make sure you feel confident in doing that. I've noticed this, and I'm like, you know what? I would rather just stay patient and wait for the comp. I'm totally fine, guys, with missing plays. Like, that's the thing. I want to have all the confirmation, right? All the confirmation. So look at this. If even though we got stop loss, if you were looking for buys here, does anybody know the aggressive rule to get back in to this buy?
The new low, new stop loss?
I'm sorry?
New low, new stop loss?
This low is the stop loss?
Yeah.
Okay, but where do you enter?
At the violation?
At the violation? So like when it comes back up
Oh no, at the it would be at the shoulder, right?
right here?
Right.
So you're saying that once I get stop loss, this is my new stop loss, but I enter as soon as the market comes back up and touches?
To that same starting point.
So no, that's not that's not it. So but that's a good guess though. So the aggressive entry, guys. Now this again, this is Maria. Speak up if you know it, Maria. Let's get it. So when it comes to the head and shoulder, guys, this is the low, right? Now, I'm just going to delete this for the visual purpose. I know if the market hits my stop loss, I have to wait for one thing. I need this candle to close. The candle that hit my stop loss, I need that candle to close. And that candle is going to tell me what I need to do next. Right? So don't be too aggressive, guys. When you get stop loss, it's okay. It happens. It happens to everybody. It happens literally to all of us. Trust me. But you have to know what to do next. So when it hits your stop loss, let it close. And if it closes above your stop loss, you can still look for buys. And if it closes below the stop loss, now we're looking for sells. Does that make sense? Yo, this drink has me amped up. Let's get it. Now, the aggressive entry, Maria, do you remember the aggressive entry? If you can unmute. Yes, the full candle does have to, the close. Yes, it does have to close below. Does a full body candle have to close in the fib area or just the wick? I mean, you just want it to hop in there. You want it to touch that area, and as soon as it touches, you're in there, bro. So the aggressive entry, guys, once the market hits your stop loss, what you're going to do next, once it closes, you're going to get back in. Now, this is the aggressive entry. Everybody type or say aggressive. It's the aggressive. Once the market closes, once that market closes, you get back in. Right there. Boom. You get back in. Now, where's your stop loss? Your stop loss is that new wick. Now, this almost hit your stop loss. And depending on your spread, if you're super tight, probably I like to give myself a little bit of room. I personally would have did it like that. So I would have still been in this play. And we're still attacking these highs. This is the aggressive entry. As soon as it closes, you want to get back in. And your stop loss is below that wick. Boom. Make sense? Now, there's two other ways. The next way, right? This is the aggressive entry. The next way is we drop down the time frame. We're going to drop down to a lower time frame and see if we can get the same thing, right? I want to see the same thing right here so we can go ahead and get in with some actual technical analysis. So let's drop down to 1 hour. Let's see. Doesn't give me too much. I'm gonna go drop down to the 5 minute. It might not give me anything, guys, and that's why you can also use that aggressive entry, because sometimes just because we're looking to get back in with some technical analysis, it just doesn't always give it to you, you know? Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is a 5 minute play. So this is where you drop down and you find your new setup, right? After being stop lossed. Check me out. Same thing, guys. We were looking at this. We were looking at the chart the same way on the weekly, on the daily, the 4 hour, now on the 5 minute. Break a structure. Break a structure. Where's my change of character? Right here. Now, honestly, that small little change of character, I'll be honest with you guys, I wouldn't have trusted that. I would be a lot more skeptical, especially on lower time frames. I want the confirmation to look like this, little pop out. That's a lot better, right? With that, once we get that, we can now use this area as a shoulder, and my stop loss is down here now. Excuse me. So you could have gotten in, and your stop loss is below this wick. Now, again, if you're tight, it's something like that. If you give it a little bit of space, it's something like this. Right, guys? Makes sense? And that's how you get back in on a lower time frame. And then you shift the market back up. Give yourself a solid chance and opportunity to get back in. Does that make sense, guys? That is option 2 when getting stopped out. Now, option 3, does that make sense, guys, real quick? Make sense? Option 3 is, let's go back up to that higher time frame, and we just have to wait for that same confirmation, unfortunately. I think it was the 1 or the 4 hour. We just have to wait, right? So option 3 is we have to wait for a new confirmation. So what's the new confirmation? We're either looking for an inverted or a break of structure to the upside. Boom. Break of structure happened. Where's my starting point? Right here in this area. Now, unfortunately, that means I have to miss this whole move, right? If I would have waited to get back in for a new confirmation, I would have missed this whole move, and now the market's up here now. But this area is still golden, right? We're still waiting down here. Now, let me tell you why. Let's see, where are we at on the chart? Okay, we're killing this high. Okay, let's go up to the daily time frame again. Look at everything happens repetition. It's like a domino effect. It was this inverted head and shoulder, right? It was this one to this one. Now it's going to go to this one. domino effect, right? We continue to look for those inverteds. So I would like to move this area right here. Not only that, again, what time frame are we on? The daily. Look at this. Break a structure to the upside. Breakout rally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom, right here. This last selling candle, this is my starting point. So we can expect the market to come give me some type of pullback, right? Not only that, I mean, there's multiple things that we can look at to be like, okay, we have trend line liquidity, right? There's an imbalance here for a lot of the smart money traders, right? So a lot of people are going to be looking for the market to come give me a little sweep, and then let's start heading back up. Does that make sense, guys? So it's okay. Just because we had to wait for confirmation, it's okay. Look, what did we say over here? It took 84 days or 81 days, right? What if it takes another 84 days? Technically, it's already been from breakout to now, it's already been 22 days. What are you doing right now that's getting you better for when market comes back to this zone? Are you going to be ready and prepared? Right, that's something you have to ask yourself. Like, are you going to do the studying? Like, I can hop up here, guys, every Monday and Friday and every day throughout the week for you guys. But watching me literally does nothing for you guys if you guys aren't applying. Watching Oren, watching Mike, watching Siva, it does nothing for you guys if you guys aren't applying it. Right, so make sure, exactly, make sure you guys are taking the notes. Right, take the notes, guys. Like, don't be too cool, bro. Like, if you aren't seeing the results you want and you know you could get better or you want better, like, bro, do things you haven't done before. If you haven't been taking notes and you're obviously not seeing results, well then shit. I have nothing to lose. Let's take some notes. Right? Shoot, let's take some notes, man. We'll see at the end of it, right? But does anybody have any questions, guys, before we head out for the rest of the night? Let me know. Let me know.
Would you go into a lower time frame to refine that entry, or?
Oh, you can, right? So we know we have the breakout right here. Now, as of my shoulder, I'm pretty sure the shoulder may stay, but we can probably tighten up our starting point. So let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Now we can see that there's a rally breakout that happened right here. Right? So now I can tighten up this zone to right here if I want. But again, right, this goes into like that discounted price area, right? Let's just say the market comes back from here. Now look, 60% disc, 62% discount is way up here, right? If we go up to the daily time frame, my starting point starts at around 72% discount. So just because we tighten, again, this is the thing, like I don't really worry about tighten for like precision. You're never gonna really, I guess I shouldn't say never, because Neri's a freaking goat at dropping down to like the 1 second catching a snipe. But like for levels, it's just better like just to wait for the confirmation, right? Like you already found your zone, just wait for the confirmation. So once the market comes back in this area, and again, even if it's already in that 62%, once it's in this area and we get that change of character, trust what the market is telling you and send it back up. If we're able to get this, then awesome. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, Neri the go, bro. I fuck with Neri heavy. She's super cool. But any questions, guys? Any questions? This kind of looks like some liquidity, bro. What can we do? I mean, I'm still gonna look at that, but that's the closest buy area right now at this point. And that's also a weekly starting point too. So that's the daily. It's also the weekly starting point as well. So I am expecting we should see some type of pullback into this area, and we could probably shift that back up. The only reason why it may not is because this looks like it can be ready for a reversal because this is such big consolidation. Usually when we see such big consolidation like this, right? Everybody is still thinking bullish, 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 which is like we should, right? Because it's following trend. But since gold and silver have been have been bullish for like the past year now, um, we may be ready for some type of reversal for a pullback. So just keep in mind, it kind of looks like this can be the area because this is the daily 4 hour and the weekly starting point, right? But there's also equal lows in this area. And there's a starting point down here as well. I notice how that would clear out a lot of this liquidity. Does that make sense? So just be careful. I would like to see a rejection, but just be careful, guys, in that area. Just make sure we wait for the confirmations. All right, wait for that 1 hour, 4 hour confirmation. Let's take a look real quick. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Let's take a look to the left-hand side. Where is the market going for gold or silver? I'm seeing a couple spots. Let's drop down to the weekly. All right. I'm seeing this right here. I'm seeing a starting point, right? We get a change of character, and then we actually continue with this as well. So we have a starting point here, along with a shoulder right there in that area. So let's mark that up. Shoulder, little shoulder action. And then I also see one right here. This one isn't the best because this one's a lot better, but notice how we do have a liquidity sweep. Oops. Liquidity sweep, and then we change character right here. So this would be a shoulder as well. Just something to keep in mind. I'll put this stop loss right here just so we can visually see it. So that's what it could possibly be headed to right now. Give me a second, I got you. So that's what it can possibly be headed to, which makes sense, right? So this would actually be a really good shoulder. If we can get some more bullish momentum, this would be a really good shoulder so we can continue with that bearish move. So we can see if we can get some bearish movement. But as of right now, this is looking clean. Even on the weekly, look at this. Oh my goodness, this actually looks a lot better on the weekly now that I jumped up. I'm gonna take this. This is a shoulder as well, right on top of that starting point. So double confirmation right here. We just have to wait for the confirmation once it's in. So I like that. Let's see if we can continue with this bullishness in this area. And if it doesn't, we know we have some zones lower. But again, guys, it's been 22 days. We don't know exactly when market will come back down here, right? But what are you going to do to be prepared, right? What are you guys doing to prepare yourselves? Austin, let me check this out, bro.
Show how to fix the background.
Yes, this is right. This is right. From the start of the move to the reverse to that when it starts to come back for you. Let me see. When it starts to make that U-turn, right? The start of the move is here. Oops. Start of the move happened here. Pulled it up to when it starts to come back for you. Boom. You end there. So that's perfect. This is solid, bro. This is super good. Let's go back this way. And to fix that, right? To fix that, let's double click on it. I believe you have there's a couple things you can do. You can turn off your trend line, or you can extend it left, extend it right. I don't really do that. You could turn on the trend line, or where's the trend line at? Oh, it's off. But you could turn this on if you like. I keep it off. There's also some background. That's what you have on. You can take that off, bro. It's pretty annoying when you're trying to have a clean chart. Let's see what else can we do. That's mainly it, really. The prices, you can turn those things off. The levels, you can turn these off if you want. It's totally up to you. You already know the numbers that you're looking at, especially if you have the things blue, you should know what you're looking at, right? So you don't need all the numbers or things written. But it's up to you, bro. You can have them on the right side, left side, the center. You could hook it up how you want, bro, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? But the main thing you should take off is this, because I know that for sure is annoying. Does that make sense, Austin? Make sense, guys? We're all goody in the hoodie? Bro, I want to see what Silver doing, bro. Me and Silver's relationship just been awesome lately, bro. Maria, when you type it like that, I'm reading it like, yes, Vinny. Yes, like you're giving me some attitude. That's how I'm reading. Yes, Vinny. So it's just FYI. Throw me an emoji once in a while. No, but with that being said, guys, that is it for me. No, we're good. I'm just messing with you. That is it for me, guys. I hope this call was fire for you guys. I thought it was pretty dope. Make sure you guys hop in the chats and let them know what they missed out on today, guys. Well, I like to do this. I want to start doing this more often. Every Friday, I want to start looking over some charts just so we can get more hands-on and you guys can just start seeing we can get more reps in on the charts, because explaining, it starts to become repetitive. I have over 80 videos on YouTube explaining the same thing, literally. So I want to start diving into charts so you guys can have more reps in there as well. Right? That's how I learned. I watched like 100 videos of Oren like 5 times each. And watching him was like mental reps. And then when I went on the charts, I was getting my own reps in. So, more reps are better. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, guys, have a great weekend. Make sure you guys spend time with your family. Make sure you guys back test, send in charts. Do what you guys do. Oh, Miguel, do you have the flyer, the link for hold on, fam. Oh, we don't even have a camera so you guys can see Miguel.
No, they don't have to see me. They don't have to see me. That's totally fine. Let me see. What is going on? Guys, drop a 7 in the chat if you got some value from my boy Vinny.
Guys, me and Will are gonna be combining levels with smart money at our event, right? So for those in Cali, even if you guys aren't in Cali, you guys should fly out and get some access, bro, because it's gonna be fire. The Super Saturday is gonna be lit. Super lit. Give me a second, guys.
No.
Okay, give me a second. Is it this one right
Yeah,
here?
it's the bottom one.
It's right there. I'll show you.
Can you guys see that? There you go. Go ahead and explain to them.
Guys, we're gonna be having a Super Saturday, October 26th, right? So make sure you guys have that day locked in. Make sure you guys are flying. If you guys can fly out, this would definitely be a day to do that. We have Will and myself going over levels with smart money combined. I'm already thinking about some ways to combine that to make it simple for you guys. I plan on giving y'all some let's just say like a little bit of gifts if you guys can answer some things correctly. You feel me? Might throw out some Bitcoin too, just a little. If you guys are trying to hop out, just let me know. Right? We have Swift breaking down some cryptos. Yes. Oh, sorry. And we have Paulina, who is a Spanish educator, guys, and she's been killing it. Honestly, I haven't heard of her much, but I've been watching a couple of her videos of a couple of lives the past 2 weeks, and I've been looking at the setups that she's been catching, and she records everything. And guys, you can't fake the numbers. Like when numbers are there, you can't fake that stuff. And she's been killing it for like, from what I know, from what I've been putting my research in for the past like 6 months. I haven't really done anything much more research than then. But guys, she's been killing it. And I want to get some access. And she's from San Diego. So if you're from California, guys, access. Get yourself access. Ask the questions. Get yourself around people that want this stuff, that want to win with you. Right. But with that being said, guys, I will see you guys on Monday. Next weekend, next Friday, we might not do a call because I will be in Arizona, just to FYI, for the traders lock in. Some of you guys may be there, so I'll see you guys there. But I just want to let you guys know that. So I will see you guys on Monday. Peace out, fam.